It's Earth Month, and ABC News is launching a network-wide initiative this week examining the rising climate threat. And today we're zeroing in on a community confronted with a critical challenge. Rising sea levels and coastal erosion have left the people of this Louisiana island grappling with the harsh reality of rapidly disappearing land. It's the first community forced to relocate.
ABC News chief meteorologist Ginger Zee joins us from Jean-Charles in Louisiana with more on that. Ginger, first, it's good to see you. And I want to ask you, the folks there have been told it's no longer safe to be there. I'm wondering how much land has been lost and how many other places in the U.S. are in danger of the same thing.
You know, it's fantastic to be with all of you, but unfortunate that this is the story that I'm here telling. So let's start with where we are. This is Jean-Charles, and right behind me is a boat that we took out to kind of explore. And to give you an idea of how quickly these things are changing, the navigational charts on these boats had us often on land, but really we were on water. That's how they need updating and how quickly things change. Jean-Charles, home to many members of the Homa and Choctaw tribes, 400 people thriving at its peak. They are down to very few now, and that is because they've had to be displaced. And there are a lot of reasons as to why this is happening. They once had 22,000 acres, now only 320 acres. So they have lost 98% of their land. And it's really a four-pronged problem. The first one is we built levees years ago that blocked the sediment that would naturally add these islands up. It would kind of build the sandcastle, if you will. And then on top of that, oil and gas, they dug 10,000 canals around here. And so they allowed salt water to intrude. Put on there the rapid sea level rise that we've been seeing, especially in this part of the Gulf of Mexico, and actual subsidence, meaning the sinking of the land. And it is a recipe for an incredible erasing of places.
What does the latest research say about why we're seeing this happen so quickly?
So we just got that new study from Tulane University just last week that told us that the sea level rise here in the Gulf of Mexico and southeastern United States is actually rising really much faster than the rest of the globe, up to 5 inches per year. That's double the global average. Part of that is that we've learned now that the natural cycle is at its peak. We have taken that natural peak and amplified it by human-induced climate change. We do anticipate it will go back down, but there are all these other factors. And I think that's the thing, is it's never just one story. It's not just, oh, climate change is doing this. It is part of it. It is amplifying the problems that we have not had a ton of foresight when we've built places, and the way that we build going forward has to be looked at sustainably.
The obvious next question, Ginger, that everybody's thinking as they're watching you talk about this is, can anything be done to slow the effects?
Yeah, I mean, I have great hope. People were asking me this morning, boy, how do you do these stories and not just break down? I have great hope that humans adapt. I think that we are intelligent. The problem becomes, can we agree on how that adaptation happens and how we ensure that we do not amplify those ridges any longer? We can stop the greenhouse gas emissions. We can reduce them greatly, and that will be a huge help.
All right. ABC chief meteorologist and managing editor of our climate unit, Ginger Zee, thanks so much for taking the time to explain this story to us today.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.